one of the best hitters in KBO.
아, 녹음됐지? 들어갔어? 됐어 그러면 인터뷰 끝내자.
That's what I want to hear.
작년 시즌 총평을 좀 낸다면
There was a grace period. There was about a month and a half when I first took the role. There was a grace period of how we worked on our identity and developing the type of team that we wanted to be. Pitching, offense, defense, creating that foundation for the championship culture. It took about a month and a half for us to really work on that, train that, and for everyone to start believing on how we can play as one team. And then during that Olympic break, we had a good 3 weeks of really solidifying what we were trying to do together, working on the small details. When the Olympic break finished and we were able to start the season again, the second half of the season, that's when we really started playing well as a team together on every aspect. Our pitching, offense, defense really came together really well.
서튼의 야구는 어떤 야구인지.
See, I always enjoy talking with a fellow baseball player because they ask really good baseball questions.
많이 하시는 것 같습니다.
Number one, it starts with the team. Everybody talks about winning. Every KBO team talks about winning. But for me, where that starts is the culture. So developing a strong foundation of a winning culture, it starts with belief. When you get everybody, the players and the staff, believing in the same thing, that promotes and creates a strong foundation. So my style as a manager, offensively, my style is to put in some more athleticism so that we're more athletic. We have a more athletic lineup. We can steal bases. We can take an extra 90 feet on dirt ball reads. We can score from first base. That's going to help our lineup extremely more to score runs. And lastly, the most important thing is that we're doing everything as one team. If there's one thing that I've learned from the Korean baseball culture, even more than the major leagues in the States there's a lot of individuals on the team. In Korea, I want to promote the individual, but they're focusing on how we can compete as one team. And we do that really well.
외국인 투수가 이제 모두 바뀌었습니다. 파크먼 선수하고 이제 반스 선수인데 이 두 선수를 선택한 이유.
Going into this offseason, I wanted to give, in our two foreign pitchers, I wanted to see if we could find different looks. So rather than have two pitchers that kind of throw similar, I wanted to have a different look to put in our starting rotation. A right-hander, and then now we have a left-hander. Sparkman is more of a power pitcher, hard fastball. He can pitch down and up in the zone. He has 2 breaking balls and a above-average changeup. Charlie, on the other hand, has really good command and control, and so he's able to pitch east to west on the plate with all of his pitches. Breaking ball, and real good breaking ball and changeup.
최준용 선수하고 이제 김진욱 선수를 이제 어떻게 활용할 건가에 대한 궁금증들이 굉장히 많거든요.
Right now, Ji-Nook, we're focusing on Ji-Nook to be a starting pitcher. He's competing for that number 5 spot in the rotation, and so we're allowing him to build up as a starting pitcher. If he makes the team, fantastic. If he doesn't make the team, he's going to continue working on it in the minor leagues as a starting pitcher. Right now, we're trying to create the most competition for that number 5 spot in the rotation, and so Choi, we're building him up to be a multi-inning, in spring training to go multiple innings, so that if he competes to win the job, it's a possibility. And it also gives us, if we have a lot of options for that number 5 starting spot, and Choi is not that option, it's just going to make our bullpen even stronger.
마차도 선수의 빈자리 그리고 이제 손아섭 선수의 이제 빈자리에 대한 이제 우려가 상당히 많은데 과연 이 두 선수의 공백을 어떻게 메우면서 좀 시즌을 운영을 할지.
We have a strong group of young players that are ready to compete for that right field job. They don't have Sonasop's experience, but they have talent and they have athleticism. So I'm very confident that whoever wins the competition, whether it's one player or a couple players, our defense and offense, it's going to still remain strong within our lineup. But I think we've identified 4 players to compete for the shortstop job that will continue to make us strong up the middle.
롯데자이언츠 이제 팬들께 올 시즌을 임하는 출사표 한번.
So for the Lotte fans out there, we're excited for 2022. We want to continue the winning momentum that we created in the second half of last year. What I'm hoping the most, something that we can't control, but what I'm hoping the most is that fans are able to come into the stadiums. Lotte is our 29th player on a roster of 28. Our Lotte fans is that 29th player. They're just incredible to play in front of, and we want to be able to give back to them and share the experience on it every night with them.